Okay, so learning frontside slappies is difficult enough when you're skating with someone, but it's going to be even more difficult just by talking and not skating. But frontside slappies, the key thing is getting into it using your front truck, and also having a rhythm and a flow and a motion into the slappy. How I have my body position, my head position, and how I'm looking at the curb is almost like as you're rolling through the flat bottom, getting ready to thrust through a frontside corner carve or something. It's definitely like a pushing and at the same time unweighing motion at the same time. Stance-wise, it's not an ollie into the trick. It's almost at this point more natural to lift your front up and ollie your back truck into the grind, but that's not a proper slappy, and even though you could probably get into it that way. But foot position, because you're not ollieing, your foot position is actually a little wider than your regular skating or ollieing position. When you first learn them, it really actually helps to have your front foot over the truck bolts, even a little further up to where the edge of your front shoe is touching the bend of your nose. Why? Because of the two-part theory of the trick. You got to smash that front truck in first, and you're having your front foot further up will give you a little more stability at a time where, at that moment where everything could go wrong. So you want to be stable onto your front foot as you're bashing your truck. The name slappy even, the slap part of the slappy is actually the back truck. But slappy is a two-part trick, not counting coming off. Just getting into it, it's actually two-part. So as you're going towards the curb, not parallel, not straight into it, but like a good 45-degree angle. You want to approach it, carve into the curb, basically with your weight even, both front and back truck. But right when you're swinging into the slappy, then your weight should be a little more towards your front truck, front of your board. And like you're going to lift almost your toe edge wheels. I'm goofy, so I would lift this way. If you're regular, you're going to lift this way. And you want to smack your front truck into the curb. That's actually super unnatural, because as skateboarders, we never want to slam our front truck, front wheel into a crack or something that sticks out, because you're going to slam. And that's why it's so hard to learn, because we know that that's wrong, but that's the illusion. You have to be wrong, and then you fix it by slapping the back, and that's the actual slappy part that you see. You have to train yourself that everything's gonna be okay. This is totally wrong, but do it. Yeah, it's like surfing. You know, when you drop into a wave, you know you have to lift the nose up, or you're gonna sink into the water and eat shit. As surfers, they know that you can't do that, and as skaters, we know we can't do that. But to do this trick, you have to do that. Once you slap your back truck, you make that contact, then your weight should be totally even, or actually a little on the back, just like how you would do a normal grind anywhere else. At that point, everything should adjust, level out, and do its magic on its own. So slappies actually happen. You don't have to necessarily make it happen. You just have to be ready when it does happen. For me, it's good to not to look at it as a curve. It's good to look at it like a pool coping, or basically transition, and trying to attack and smack that lift as hard as you can, like that. And it feels radder. Yeah, I think slappies, came from us skating pools and coping and ramps and things. And whenever we're not skating those things, we were able to do those things in the streets too. So yeah, just look at it as coping. Grind it. If it's too low, it's actually harder, because when your toe edge goes to hit the front truck, if the curb's too low, like maybe little higher than the height of your wheel, then the edge of your wheel tends to catch more. So find a medium-sized curve. That's probably the best thing.
I'm so old, like, I could tell first few tries if I'm gonna get anything decent or not, you know?
Oh man, mind-blowing, man. I mean, to me, it was so special when the young guys actually started doing them, and some of them coming up to me and asking me how to do them. I've been doing them for so many years, and the longest time, people weren't really doing them in their video parts and stuff. But in the recent times, it's become super popular, and what the young guys, like that day with Shota and Kelly, it's pretty mind-blowing where they've taken it. In such a short time from when they first learned the proper basic slappy. So yeah, it's been really rad seeing all the young guys with what they're doing with slaps. So yeah, I encourage all you dudes to learn the basic fundamentals of the proper slappy, and then you could add your own twist and combos and style into it and make it your own slappy. You know, tricks are rad, tricks come and go, you learn new ones, you lose old ones. It's a constant battle for us skaters, but the rad thing about slappies is it's one of those tricks that you'll use for the rest of your life, and the older you get, you continue doing them too. You know, it's not like dropping into a deep pool or grinding a handrail. You know, you could still get the feeling.
Maybe, God will bless us to see one tomorrow. Is it from you every Tuesday? Right on time. A picture of you came through in the mail.